Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm messing with the C63 AMG. It's been a long time coming, but I got these long tube headers and some tunes coming for the car. And I went online and I purchased the DEI Titanium Basalt tape. They have a kit actually. 2 rolls. It's enough to do a V8. This is the kit. Comes with the zip ties, the metal zip ties to secure the ends of the heat tape. And then this little tool to tighten the ties down. A couple stickers too. So yeah, I'm working on that. I haven't really messed with these headers since I got them, but for some reason, the logo was painted over, but if you look closely, you can see that it is IPE, and right below it, there's a serial number, looks like 022AL, 0221AL, I think. Yeah, so kind of strange. I don't know why they would paint over that. Nobody's gonna see it anyways, so. It comes with instructions and a video to help. You're supposed to wear gloves because it can, I thought it was only for the fiberglass ones, but apparently this stuff can irritate your hands as well. Now these were labeled, but as you can see, they were labeled right here, which these ends slide into here. So I'm gonna wrap like this whole collector down to probably here, this last piece, maybe like here up. So I wanted to still know like which one goes where. Obviously, like you'd figure it out, but this will be a lot easier if I know where they're at. So I relabeled it on this part because I won't be wrapping this piece. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on here, some of them are labeled like right on the pipe, right? But I'm gonna wrap these individually up to here. And so I relabeled each one on the flange because all this is gonna be covered up. So, yeah, so this should help with a lot of the temperature problems, heat soak issues. These cars get super hot. The engines are very, very hot, and these are gonna make it even more hot. So I figured, you know what, let's do it right. Let's get some heat tape. Let's wrap them before we put them in the car. I also have in a box over here, I have high-temp silicone spray that's black. So after I'm done wrapping each piece, I'm gonna spray them with the high-temp silicone spray. So it'll go from this like bronze color to like a black color like this. And I don't have a tripod, unfortunately, but I mean, if you guys watched me do each piece, you'd just be watching a time lapse, which, I mean, maybe I should do that in the future. Let me know if you want me to show the whole process, but if I run into something weird, I'll cut in, make another clip and explain like, you know, what was difficult or what I did. My plan is to take this zip tie, I put 2 together because these were kind of small. I'm gonna use that to hold the first loop so that I can tighten and keep going to the end and then cut it and metal tie it together. So I wish it was this easy, guys, but do not do this. It does not work. That's kind of the plan. Then I'll just clip this off. I'll put a metal one on first, and then I'll clip the plastic one off. Hopefully that works. Fingers crossed. We'll see, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I might do that for like each pipe as well, just so it goes faster. All right, guys, I'll let you know. So it's a few days later, after starting the wrap on the long tube headers. I was gonna do the other set today, but man, it's like 48 degrees out today, and yeah, I'm not sure I feel like doing that. And plus I gotta spray the headers. As you can see, those ones, I'll give you a close-up in a minute, but sprayed them with silicone, DEI silicone black. So I used DEI product for the header wrap, the titanium wrap. I'll show you a little bit of that too here in a moment, but yeah, so let's take a look at what the headers look like, and I'll kind of talk you through some of the challenges I had, and how it went overall. All right, so these are the wraps. This is the material I used. Pretty fibrous. It is not fiberglass, so it doesn't really give you the same problems as like the cheaper stuff, as far as like inhalation goes, and also like the itchiness on your hands and whatnot. But that's a full roll that's unopened, and this is the other roll, and this did pretty much the entire set for one header, one side. Now, like, I haven't done the collector yet, and I'll tell you why in a moment, but pretty good amount left, actually. I bought two just in case. There's a kit online. I'll add it in the description. I'll tag it. It's the DEI Titanium header wrap, and I also bought this high-temp silicone paint coating, and it gives you like more longevity for your wrap. Kind of brings everything together. You know, this stuff is not super like tight. It's not like paper mache or anything. It can be pretty loose. So this is probably a good idea to add. They do have it in gray or black or one other color, I think, but I mean, the black is pretty sweet. I figured black would be good because a lot of my trim is black in my engine bay and whatnot. So yeah. All right, so these are the header pieces right here. After the silicone spray, I got to do a couple more coats, but yeah, you can see. So this pipe is still exposed pretty much from here down, and the reason for that is because I had done like one or two of these pipes, and I tried to wrap the collector piece with this cut off for like an hour. Like, the collector is totally different than just the same diameter pipe all the way. Even if there's turns in it, like, it's way easier to wrap a pipe like this that's the same exact diameter versus a collector, which goes from like this down to that. So I was struggling real hard wrapping the collector. I think I have an idea of how I could do it better this time. So I do plan on doing that here shortly. But yeah, let's talk about my experience doing the wrap with the DEI Titanium wrap. Super nice. You don't have to get it wet, which is cool. It comes with some of these ties, but I bought a separate pack of 100. Not DEI branded, but just some Amazon, like, same style metal clamps, if you want to call them that. I bought a pack of 100 just because I was like, I don't know how many I'm going to use, and I don't want to run out, so I'll just get extra. And that was like the best bang for my buck. As I would have got less, but they don't really sell them in smaller quantities. I could have got a 50 pack, but it was cheaper to get the 100. So yeah, so I'm not really touching this with my bare hands just because I don't know if any of these fibers are still going to come off. And they do like irritate the skin and make it itchy a little bit. But what I did was, this was kind of a bitch to do these clamps. And you ask anybody who's done this job, they'll probably tell you the same thing. They don't really like to tighten up super well. I may try to tighten them a little bit more with some needle nose pliers and something else, like a screwdriver to put on the clasp, like right here. Let me show you. So what I would do is put a screwdriver like right here where my thumbnail is. And then I would grab this tab with some needle nose pliers and kind of do like, you know, opposite force. Like hold this one with the screwdriver and pull with the needle nose pliers, because they don't like to be that tight. Like some of these aren't that tight, and I was pulling on them so hard. So you want to make sure they're as tight as you could possibly make them, just because, you know, with heat and cooling, it's going to expand and contract, and like eventually these things are going to get like worn out a bit. See, look, like this one rotates. I can rotate this thing all the way around. Also, these are sharp, so if they can move, they might cut through the fibers, which isn't good. But I'm telling you right now, they're hard to they're very difficult to tighten. Now, what's nice about the kit that I bought, it comes with a it's like a screwdriver head adapter thing that you can use to put on the bitter end of this metal clamp here, and it basically you put it between the clamp. I'll show you it, and you put it between the clamp, and then you turn it, and it kind of like pulls the clamp. And I wish it worked as well as like you would expect it to, but obviously it doesn't work that well. And I was pulling like really tough on them. So overall, like a really good product. If I didn't struggle with that collector for so long, I would have got this done a lot faster. And yeah, it was quite a tedious job, but I think the wrap looks super good. I'm really like OCD about this stuff, so like, yeah, I mean, I was pretty meticulous about how I did it, and I think it turned out great. I mean, these pipes look super good. I'm kind of mad that I missed this little section, but I used that spare cutoff piece that I failed on the collector with, and I didn't want to run out of wrap for one set of headers, because that would suck, because each roll is like $50 or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try to use this piece to wrap the smallest pipe. This was the smallest one out of all of them. So I was like, maybe I'll have enough to do the full thing. And I ended up running short. So I could do a little wrap from like here to here and then do another clamp. Maybe I will. It's really not that big of a deal, but yeah, I could do that. Now I'll show you the other pieces, like the thing I was talking about for the clamp, and then anything else that is relevant to this. All right, so this is the tool that comes with the kit. I think it's got DEI branding on it. It's a 1/4-inch drive size, and then it's super simple. It just has like a T-slot kind of deal on it. Basically what you do is you slide that end of that clamp in there, the end once you tighten it by hand, and then you turn it, and it's supposed to like pull it tighter. But I mean, it's helpful because you can't grab that clamp with your hands very well, and they're pretty sharp on the edges. You could slice yourself open. So this is nice to have, but it's not your end-all be-all solution. Like you're gonna have to go crazy on those clamps to get them as tight as you probably want them to be. But yeah, still a good thing to have. I definitely used it, and I recommend the kit for sure if you're gonna do a set of headers. And then I already showed this, but this is the coating that I used on the wrap, because I don't want to mess with these again. Once they're in, like, I'm done with them. And this is like one of those kind of while you're in there sort of things, and recommended to do for long term. I mean, this was probably 20 bucks or 15 bucks or something. I bought 2 cans, one for each header, just in case. I didn't know how many coats I would need to do, but you should definitely use this if you're gonna do heat wrap on your headers. So this is the collector section. If you guys know anything about headers or long tube headers, you probably know what the collector is. It's where all 4 of the mid pipes, or however many mid pipes you have, come together into one. So this is a hard thing to wrap. All right, so when you're wrapping the wide section, because they're all the same size, it's really easy. But then you start getting down here where the diameter starts to decrease. It starts pulling this down, and your overlaps aren't good anymore the more tighter you're trying to wrap it. I would recommend you wrap it loosely. Like, don't try to make it as taut as possible, because that's only gonna pull your overlaps apart. So I think I have it figured out, but this is the hardest piece to wrap. When I tell you I was trying to wrap this for an hour, like, I'm not joking. I really was, and it was super frustrating. Like, I was getting pissed. But I would just wrap it loosely. Just do your overlaps, wrap it loosely, and then at the end, kind of like fold the wrap over to tighten it for that last loop. And I'm going to try this. This is all theoretical talk, but I'll make another update or something. Pull it tight, then clamp it. The hard thing about this one is, like, this is where your like hanger spot is, and then you have O2 sensor spots. And so I don't know if I should wrap around these O2 sensor spots and go like all the way to here, or if I should just stop here. Like, I really want to just stop here, but I think it's going to be really difficult to clamp right here. Like, I almost feel like I have to go to here in order to clamp it properly so that it holds. So I will do that, and then I'll come back to it. And that's going to do it for now. I mean, that's as far as I've got. I just have to repeat the same process and do the other side. And these are for my C63. I'm talking with a couple fabricator shops to get these installed right now. And I have an OEM resonator that I'm going to add back in. So my current setup will be long tube header, downpipes, OEM, primary cats, no secondary cats, and I will have a resonator back in, and then I have OEM mufflers. So my buddy recommended I add an X pipe as well to the H pipe setup, so resonator and X pipe. I'm not too sure on that. I'm thinking about it. I'm asking him questions because I don't really know, and I'm debating that. So I'll probably, if I do that, I've done a little bit of like research, watching videos on different sounds and dyno tests with H pipe and X pipe, whether you do H pipe first or the X pipe first. I like the sound personally better with the H pipe first because it's not as raspy. So if I do that setup, I will probably do the H pipe first and then the X pipe. H pipe in this situation with the C63 is the resonator has an H pipe in it, so I don't need to like fab up an H pipe. I can just add the resonator back in. Now, the purpose of an H pipe and an X pipe is there's more power. So, and what I've seen online, if you have a H pipe first and an X pipe after that, you have more low end torque, which the C63 is pretty weak on low end torque. So I'm thinking that also would give me a good reason to do the H pipe first. The sound is better, the torque is better on the low end. So I'm leaning towards that, but I'm kind of waiting on a few different opinions from people that I trust. So that's it right now for the long tube header install update. And if you guys want, I'll give you an update on how I wrap the collector, maybe in like a short video after I finish both sides. But I'm going to pick up the car today. And yeah, so ask any questions you have, any links or products that I've talked about, like I'll link in the description for you guys so you can take a look at them. And yeah, just ask any questions you want. Have a good one, guys. See you in the next one.